I keep having flashbacks to a time when I was 16 years old. I'm 25 right now. And I have two kids, a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. And every time we take a walk on our street. We live in a residential area. We just walk on the street. We don't have sidewalks. And whenever there's a car passing, I have a flashback to this particular time when I was 16 years old. Me and my family, my mom and my siblings and we went to this like religious parade. My mom is Catholic, and so she wanted to go to this parade to a church we'd never been to, in an area I've never been to, surrounded by people I've never met. And it was a Hispanic church, so they all spoke Spanish, and the thing was in Spanish, but my mom really liked this one priest, whatever. Anyway, so we go to this parade, and I was 16 at the time, and I have a brother who's 10 years younger than me, so he was 6. My mom got super absorbed into the parade. My other siblings, I have 5 siblings, so they just kind of fucked off, my other ones, except for the youngest one. And the youngest one wandered off separate from my mom, and my mom did not care. She literally could not care. She was so absorbed, she didn't even notice probably that he wandered off. And so I took it upon myself as 16 years old to watch him, because there were so many people, and he really wanted to get up close to the music. He really loved it. There was a truck pulling a trailer, like an open trailer, people sitting, playing music, and there were like really heavy speakers, people, guitar, whatever, singing, microphones, all that stuff. And so he ended up getting really close to this trailer, and he was actually like on the side holding it, like walking along. And I noticed that he got really close to the wheel. So on the trailer, there's like 2 wheels, and he was holding onto it in the middle of it. And I wanted to tell him to get away from it, but I didn't want to yell and make a scene because there was a lot of people around. And so I like looked over this way to like see if there was anyone directly next to me before I kind of like, hey, get away from there. And then I snapped my head back, and my brother fell to the floor, and the trailer started running over him. And I stood there in shock. I didn't move at all until someone screamed. And then that snapped me out of it. It was probably a half a second, but it felt like an eternity to me. And I ran over to the driver, and I was yelling at him to back up. And the driver was totally calm and chill, and just looked in his rearview mirror and went, no, look. I turn around, and there's people lifting up the trailer. And I think about that every time my kid doesn't want to listen to me when a car is coming. I think about that every time, because they're almost the same age as he was.